We're going to learn how to draw the Adidas TREFOIL logo. It's a very popular logo at the moment, and as you can see, it's drawn using 5 circles to construct the 3 leaves of the logo. The key to drawing this logo successfully is to identify the exact placement of the 4 centers of the circles. We have to place these centers so that 2 pairs of circles touch at just one point, as you can see here. This is called a tangent point. When this design was first conceptualized, it was intended to illustrate the markets that Adidas had in the world. For instance, the left leaf was North and South America, the central leaf Europe and Africa, and the right leaf Asia. Right, let's get started drawing it. First of all, take your ruler and measure up from the bottom of the page 100 millimeters and put a mark. Next, using your T-square, project a light construction line horizontally across the page. Now you're going to take your ruler and measure halfway along this line, which is 210 millimeters, and again put a mark. Now, using your T-square and your set square, project a light construction line vertically above that point. Next, you're going to take your ruler and you're going to set your compass to 60 millimeters. Put the metal point of your compass on the bottom intersection of those 2 lines and put a mark. Then, on that mark, use as a center for drawing a circle radius 60 millimeters. Now you're going to take your ruler and again from the baseline measure up 40 millimeters and put a mark. Using your T-square, project a light horizontal construction line, as you can see here. Next, you're going to take your compass, which is still set to 60 millimeters, with the metal point on the bottom intersection, and just leave a mark here, and in the same way leave a mark here on that horizontal line you've just drawn. Now your compass is still set to 60 millimeters, so you're going to draw a circle with a center, as you can see here, and then move it across and draw another circle with a center here. Now you're going to take your compass and stretch it to 120 millimeters by using the diameter of the middle circle, as you can see here. Now, with your compass set to 120, put the metal point on the left-hand circle center and leave a mark on the baseline here. And also in the same way, put the metal point of the compass on the center of the right-hand circle and put another mark on the baseline over to the left. Okay, you're going to reset your compass to 60 millimeters. Don't measure it, use the existing circle so it's exactly the same. Then, using those 2 marks you've just found, draw the bottom right circle and the bottom left hand circle. Okay, so hopefully now you can see that we've formed the 3 leaf shape of the TREFOIL design. Now what we need to do is draw the horizontal lines that go across the logo. So start by taking your T-square and your set square and just draw a vertical line on the left hand side of the drawing, as you can see here. Now take your ruler and you're going to measure up 10 millimeters from the baseline, a further 5, a further 5, another 5, another 5, and a final 5 until you reach the 35 millimeter point on your ruler. Now, using your T-square, project light construction lines across the 3 leaves, as you can see here. I'm just going to move my T-square down, but I'll still use your one when you're doing these construction lines using the measurements on the left hand side that you just made. Now, before we start outlining, I just want to point out how this design actually works. You'll notice the tops of the 3 leaves are quite separate, but then the 2 bands that run through them are together, and the bottom parts of the 3 leaves are separate as well. So that means when we start darkening in the horizontal lines, we're going to do it like this. On the top line, we outline across the leaf there, and across the leaf there. Then once we do the next line, we go all the way across, the next line again, all the way across, all the way across, all the way across, until we get to the bottom, and we do the left hand leaf separately, the middle leaf separately, and the right hand leaf separately, just like at the top. Now we need to be mindful of this when we use the compass as well. So we're going to start by putting the point of the compass in the central circle and drawing the arc of the leaf at the bottom, and then the arc in the middle two bands, and then the arc at the top of the leaf. We're going to put the center of the compass on the bottom left circle, and again we draw the bottom arc, but then we go right to the top and draw the top arc, so missing out the two bands. Now in exactly the same way, in that top left circle we draw that bottom arc and that top arc, and then move the point of the compass to the top right circle, and again just the bottom arc and the top arc of that leaf. Now we're putting the point of the compass on the bottom left circle center and drawing that bottom arc and the top arc, and again like we did at the very first stage, the top of the leaf, and then we outline each band before we do the bottom of the leaf. Once you've done that, you can shade the design in as you like with whichever color you want. Go with black, red, blue, or if you're feeling more ambitious, you can add some render to give it a 3D effect. You can complete your drawing by adding a title block as shown here. You can find this one as title block number 1 if you need to get the dimensions.